in the trap and I made it happen. I got.
Are we in the trenches right now?
Yeah.
How are you wearing red right now?
In 1969, history was made when two 17-year-olds from Los Angeles, Cookie Williams and Raymond Washington, created the CRIPS Street Organization. Some say the creation of the group was rooted in activism to protect black youth from police, while others say the CRIPS started purely with the intentions to be a criminal street gang. The creation of the CRIPS led to a wave of death and violence in Los Angeles, which led to the Bloods forming their own gang to protect themselves from the CRIPS. Since 1969, the group has grown into one of America's largest and most violent gangs, with about 30,000 members sprinkled across 42 states. Famous Crips include Snoop Dogg, Nipsey Hussle, Bobby Shmurda, and Jeezy. Today we explore the Crips, but first we have some business to conduct with Adam 22 and the No Jumper Show.
Babak, he's a strong Iranian trainer.
Nice to meet you.
A man really like made of muscle.
Made of steel.
Hey, you want to do a little cardio challenge to start this off?
Yo, let's go.
Let's get this motherfucker on the bike.
Okay. 12 seconds, 12 calories. Beat it.
Bro, y'all niggas try to put gang affiliations on everybody. Niggas was trying to say John Morant was Crip. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, niggas ain't really Crip for real, bro. Like, there's a lot of false Crips out there. You know what I mean?
12 seconds, that's usually how long it lasts anyway, so.
Remember back then they ain't give a fuck about me, but now they all do cause they know who I am. I used to hit the block like every day. I would go by a Q and bust it down the grams. I got some niggas that switch off of trapping and rich off of robbing and.
Yeah, I seen this. Tommy did in a like a crack house, and they had a weight bench.
Yes.
And he started doing bench press.
Put the 45 on there.
You gotta get your workouts in where you can, you know?
I figured I'd make this video a little bit more aesthetic, give you something to work with in the thumbnail, you know?
We'll have to boost the girth in the pants area, but other than that, we're pretty good.
Yeah, definitely. I'm looking to see some improvement in that regard soon.
You work out, Rad? Nah.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that was a great workout.
Hey, keep it real on the streets,
Yep.
okay?
Big dogs gotta eat.
I need to work out for sure.
How are you feeling?
Ready to rumble, baby.
Tommy G, no jumper. Yeah, when you're really in that growth phase, it's like, and especially when you're young, you just got your foot on the pedal and you're just going.
World's smallest bladder.
I gotta do my interview with no jumper, bro. I never had the time to do it, but I feel like no jumper's gonna ask me some comp shit. Like, I actually fuck with his interviews. I need to do it.
Gotta take a piss.
Yeah, his pee be hurting. Luckily we have two bathrooms, so I can do it at the same time as him. Or I could go piss by the dumpster.
What a fun life it is sometimes, eh?
Podcasting is my job. Balling is my passion.
Now we head to the block.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come to hit the block with the Crips.
Wait, he hit the
What I'm
LA
always
Crip?
curious about is how people form brotherhood and belonging and their tribes and community. One of the most notorious groups in America are the gangs. And so we're here to get the first-hand experience of what it's like. We're in South Central LA on the Figgy side. I don't know if I'm saying the lingo correctly. This is something that is unique about LA. Like you go other places and there's little cliques, but this is still gangland in LA. So we're gonna explore that. All right, folks, I'm here with a special guest. This is Smack the Boss. Okay, he's real connected in the LA scene. He's a host on No Jumper.
Yes,
He's
sir.
in the TDE family. He's been around the world with Schoolboy
Just
Q and his
signed
crew.
to Big Chief, you hear what I mean? Go get your from there.
Can you tell the viewer what to expect tonight? What are we about to get into?
Man, tonight finna be a crazy night, man. Yeah, we gonna slide up Figueroa Street, man. Best blade in the world. Gonna dip down there, and then we come into the ghetto. Now, right now, we in the trenches. We in my area where I was born and raised. We where Schoolboy Q grew up, I grew up, traffic. This is where it all started at, right here on this block. If you remember, I did that interview with you.
Yes.
Did it at my mom's house. You
That was-
feel me?
yep.
We on 51st Street. This is like a legendary street for me. This what made me. Without this block, I don't know where I'd be.
The thing that's unique about LA is they still have a lot of the old gang structure. Where right now it's usually like you might go to Milwaukee, there's
Gangland
5
for
or 6
sure.
guys here, 5 or 6 guys
Right,
there.
right.
But here, everyone's a lot different. Can you tell the people about the politics of the area?
We from LA, so like if you involved allegedly in a gang or something like that, it's certain places you can't go in LA. Like there's a lot of places I can't go and I won't go, even though I could because I'm a grown man, but you can't. It's different from everywhere else because LA started this shit. This is where it come from. And we all came together with this shit as far as like on family shit. It wasn't all about hurting this person or hurting this person. It was about bringing the community together, sticking for each other, making sure, like, prime example, this block right here, can't nobody touch nobody on this block. Think you gonna come over here bullying or do none of that, because at the end of the day, we're family. My mama, grannies, everybody, like, grew up right here. It's all a family. Like, people get the wrong conception about gangs and about all this shit. Like, it ain't all negative in it, you feel me?
Yo, Chad. That's what I was saying. And I need y'all's honest opinion, too. Do y'all ever think that there'll ever be peace in life? Like, to, like, anything? Like, do you think peace treaties are real? Like, do you think certain people can really squash it? Like, me either. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, Chad. Me neither. But look, the reason why I said this, because I had this conversation with everybody, right? I feel like certain people were just born in this world with evil intent. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, let's say somebody's getting bullied. Police don't do nothing. Teachers don't do nothing. They keep getting bullied and bullied and bullied. They feel like they're gonna need something to protect themselves. They use something to protect themselves. That man who bullied them is now dead. Now all his friends, it's like, nigga, you just killed my man. You just killed my friend. Boom, beef started. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's it's little shit that it's just like, it all starts off with one person having evil intent, and it's just over with, you know? Ongoing cycle. Facts. Ongoing cycle. I don't think people are born evil. Nah,
I mean, this shit did a lot for me in my life.
What's up, big dog? I'm Tommy.
What's up,
Nice to meet you.
I'm TL. I'm from right here. You know, we in South Central.
How sketchy of an area is this?
It's scandalous. Everything's scandalous.
Yeah.
We solid though. We good.
Yeah.
But, you know.
And did you see violence as a kid? Walk me through that. What was that like? What'd you see?
One of my close friends died right here, right in front of the bakery at the bus stop.
And what was the story there?
You know, street shit, TRP the mayhem and all that, you know, but he died at a young age. We was all kids at the time, you know, just growing up in the, you know, in love.
Once blood shed, ain't no going back.
Once blood is shed, ain't no going back.
It is. I mean, you're right. Once blood shed, no coming back. It's like revenge after revenge after revenge. And even if it is a revenge, some people will double attack, breaking ROE. You feel me? Just, oh yeah, since I just hurt this nigga and police ain't gonna stop me, I'm gonna hurt the next nigga. You know what I'm saying? Then the next nigga, the next nigga. Then the other hood might feel like, damn, bro, this nigga just breaking ROE, double attacking, all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I'm finna go pick up a stick. You know what I'm saying? Then boom, you know.
Los Angeles, that's the narrative. But right now, you know, what Smack doing, like he said, got an opportunity to paint a new picture. So that's what we doing.
From an outsider looking in, I'm curious. Everything is a yin and yang to it, a positive and negative.
Yeah.
What are the pros of being in a crew and what are the negatives?
The pros have been in it is I got a gang of homies that got my back no matter what. Whether I'm right or wrong, they gonna rock with me. You feel me? The bad part of it have been in the game is you gotta go through what I went through, being shot up 9 times, 6 times in a coma. That's the bad part of it. That's why I don't push that energy out for nobody to join a gang. Like I said, I come in peace and I push that and I've been pushing, I come in peace. The gang, I don't advise nobody to do it, but I already done made my chapter in my book. This is a chapter in my book. So when I leave this earth, all this is just a chapter in all our books. Whatever we went through in life is a chapter in our book.
I see you got a sweatshirt that says the trenches.
Right.
Are we in the trenches right now?
Yeah, most definitely.
So what's the crew called? What's the crew called?
You know, we ETS, everything, scandalous, fake side, you know, all that, right here, 51st.
What does this crew mean to you?
It's family, you feel me? Like, we all came together.
You don't think this is a little bit incriminating? Like it's a little bit incriminating.
When we had nothing, we didn't know nothing. So we figured it out, and now we going with the plan.
I love when I watch like gang type of videos. It's just a whole bunch of people just snitching on each other. Like, yo, the reason why I consider this incriminating, Chaz, because if it was a police asking this question, they're gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like it's incriminating, but I ain't gonna lie. A lot of these people's stories and shit is very interesting. Like,
how are you wearing red right now? Is that a something that's not legit? Because I've always heard if you're part of one squad, you can't wear a certain color. Is that all bullshit, or educate me? I'm a Milwaukee boy.
I'm not wearing no.
What? Wait, what
A
the
stereotype that I think I got wrong is that everyone's got to wear the same color. Is that just bullshit you see on TV?
Yeah, that's.
What?
Bullshit, or educate me? I'm a Milwaukee boy.
I'm not wearing no.
What?
A stereotype that I think I got wrong is that everyone's got to wear the same color. Is that just bullshit you see on
That's
TV?
like 1980s,
Yeah, that's
90s.
that's old school.
It's
shit.
2020.
I
Because
wear
when I saw
red,
this
purple,
guy
blue.
wearing red, I was like, what the hell is
Yeah,
going
nah,
on?
that's in the 80s and the 70s and all that shit where it was strictly if you a Crip, wear blue, if you a blood, wear this. Like, nah, this is a new generation. I wear what I want to wear.
What does it take to be part of this crew, and what are kind of the rules that guide the crew?
Gotta be a solid individual, man. You know what I'm saying? Just, I mean, shit, this is really like family. Like,
Real organic. Gotta be born and raised right here. And peoples know your peoples. We go to each other's houses from
Like, we
kids.
could go to everybody else right here, and I could walk in, they mamas and granny, everybody, they love us. It ain't gonna be nothing. Walk right in. Boop. Hey, Kevin, how your mama doing? How your granny doing? With any of them out here right now. And there's more people coming that I'm born and raised with, grew up in that same shit.
Does anyone can tell me about more Crip history? How it started, how it
He older
spread?
than everybody out here. Give them some knowledge. What you want to know?
How it started?
They had the West Side Crips and they had the East Side Crips. East Side Crips was Tookie Williams, you feel me? East Side Crip, what was his name? Who got killed? Raymond Washington, you feel me? That's how it all started, you feel me? And it started off of, oh, this crew that not getting on with this crew, you feel me? So we gotta build our family over here. That's how that shit really started. Like I said, I don't promote that shit, and I don't. We just products of it, man, for real, man.
I don't know if I have dance moves that are going to impress anybody, but I hear there's a particular walk in this community.
Question, because I had this argument not too long ago either. Do you feel like the people who say that it's a product of their environment, or people who grew up in the hood or the trenches or whatever, do you feel like they're forced into that type of violence or forced that type of way? Or do you feel like everybody in life has a choice? Like, I feel like everybody in life has a choice, but some is just influenced heavily once they see certain shit. You know? The choice, sometimes the choice is either that or death. Yeah, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. I just feel like certain times, like, you know what I'm saying, even if you grow up in a bad neighborhood or whatever, you can still go to school, try to make your way out. But sometimes people get trauma from shootings and shit like that, and robberies and shit, you know, that certain people just are forced to think a type of, well, not forced, but like, I would say like influenced to react a certain type of way after they see it for so long. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Oh yeah, we got the Stumps, man. We started that Stump, man.
What
you
is
feel
that?
me? That's something that been going on before I was born. Like at first it just was the 1, 1, 2, and nigga just Now nigga put the skip and did the whole, put that new millennium shit into it. And now we breaking the knees, breaking the legs, 50 wiggle.
To the right, to the left, mop it up, clean it up, ready for your stuff.
Around. Like before I was born, all we did was put a little twist on it, and you feel me, amped it up some more.
This is called the
Hoover Stomp.
And what does a Hoover Stomp look like? Can you do it one more time?
Oh yeah, man.
Fire.
It seems to me, from an outsider looking in, that there are other people in the city that you could be friends with if you simply grew up next to them, but because you grew up in different spots.
Nah, it's a gang of people out here we friends with. It's just certain people that don't like us, we don't like them.
Is that something that will ever be fixed, or will it always
It'll be
like
fixed,
that?
but it's gonna be fixed once I'm dead and gone, and my grandkids and their grandkids gonna be here. But eventually, it's gonna change because the game stay the same, but the players in the game change. The game always gonna be the game.
So, does anyone ever say, you know what? I think we would be stronger together than apart. Let's
course. That's why we did the whole they did the peace treaty, and I was around in that era. I remember that shit. Eventually, it's going to happen again, but I just feel like when it happens, we're not going to be here to see it, but our great-grandkids and grandkids will be here to see it. But right now, in time right now, nah, man, it's too much in shandles. Everybody got their pride. Everybody wants to be big dog. Everybody feel like they ain't got to listen. So, to them, but we ain't gonna see it, but it will be a change though, for sure.
Like over the long term, the impact on the community, positive, negative, or a little bit of both? Like where do you see all this going? If one guy gets a guy from another crew, well, then they're gonna get back, and then they're gonna get back, and then it never ends in sight. What do you think about that?
Motherfuckers need to get some money and they won't be out here killing. Don't need the broke niggas out here killing, man. Get some money, man. You won't even think about that. You gonna wanna live life.
So basically, if more economic opportunities, people wouldn't even mess around with that stuff.
Yeah, like if motherfuckers getting money, ain't nobody thinking about going to go hurt somebody, knowing that they got a lot of money out here. They trying to live and blow that money.
We had to add the lights, getting a little dark out here, and also getting dark out here. What does that mean for us here?
It's almost time to go, because it is dangerous, man. You feel me? Like I said, we in the trenches, we in the gutter. Like it goes down. There's shootings around here. I don't even supposed to be right here. I'm a liability right here. It goes down, so I just basically want to get us out of here before anything.
Are we worried about other crews? Are we worried about other police?
Yes.
Not police.
Both. Yeah.
So one thing that's been a big thing that I've been following each neighborhood I go is seeing how young kids are exposed to violence. Tell me about in your own life. How young were you when you saw your first violent encounter?
My friend Terry, rest in peace Terry. I was like 13, 12 years old. We went to a party and got into it with another crew, and it was ugly, and he ran through fire and got shot in the head and died. And he lied and told his mama he was going to the movies with his girl, and the whole time he was coming out to go party with us at a house party. And that was my first time picturing and seeing a real life death as somebody I know that got killed.
I can only imagine being this guy's mom, thinking I was watching a movie.
We had to go back and tell her mom that night when it happened. We went and told her 30 minutes later, had to knock on her door, Terry got shot. She's like, no, he didn't. He at the movies. No, we just was with him. He's over there on this street, go over there. Shit hurt me just even thinking about it, knowing how we had to go tell his mom.
That sounds like one of the worst conversations you can ever have with
somebody. And we 13, we kids.
Was there another encounter like that when you were young too?
Seeing niggas get killed on figs, seeing a pimp get his head blew off.
And how old were you when you got shot?
I was 17 when I got shot 6 times.
And you went into a coma?
2 months in a coma.
So you almost didn't make it?
Yeah, I've been shot numerous times after that. 9 times altogether.
How young were you when you saw your first violent encounter?
8, 7.
What? And what did that do to you mentally? Because that seems like it would mess.
I feel like some of them are just inspired after getting shot at so many times or whatever to make them go pick up a stick.
That would mess me up if that was me.
I mean, I couldn't cry like growing up seeing that. I never cried.
How do you think that affected you? Have you ever had a chance to grieve and deal with those emotions? Or has it always been buried just to keep on moving?
No, because now I actually cry when I at funerals and shit. And people I care for.
And that's healthy. My own pop, my dad, died in front of my eyes when I was 18 years old on the floor of our kitchen. And it took me 6 years to, I was able to cry during that time, but then I didn't really think about it or deal with it for almost 6 years. And then when I finally dealt with it, it hit me like an earthquake.
Yeah.
And it made, so you can never run away from those things. It's gonna hit you one way or another.
Yeah, for sure.
What is the Hoover style? What is
it's
that?
like a traditional dance that the Hoovers do. They dance, they celebration dance, you know what I'm saying? It's a classic, because all my brothers from Hoover, so I know how to do it regularly.
So,
feel me?
So at heart, I'm a peacemaker. So to me, when I look at the beefing, I'm thinking, chances are, if people actually sat down and had a conversation with each other and realized they're a lot more in common than they are different, there'll be a lot more peace. What do you think about that?
Of course, because everybody's entitled to an opinion. If you would sit and talk to somebody, you would see that perspective do change. Yeah. People do change. And I done been in situations to where me and one of my enemies was cool.
What did it take for you guys to become cool?
We had similarities of life, like certain common things. People like, oh, okay.
How do you even get close enough to know, like,
because I actually went to jail.
Yeah.
And I did a lot of time in prison. And going back and forth, you meet people, whether you fight them, then become cool with them.
So then when you make peace with somebody, and then you come out, and then the rest of the crews are still at it.
Yeah.
Is that a hard thing to manage in your head?
Yeah, because it's kind of like stupid, you know what I'm saying? I admit it's stupid, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, that person that you was locked up, that individual, that one person that you was locked up with and made that contact with, when you see him on the streets, it's always respect and love. The same thing. Like, oh, bro, I got along with you. I know what's up. It's like a pass.
So if you were mayor of Los Angeles, because I feel like Los Angeles in particular has a solidified gang scene, not other towns have it like this. What would you do as the mayor to help people and move the city in the most positive direction?
One thing for sure, I would the homeless part. The homeless part.
Yeah, it's out of control in Los Angeles.
That's a big deal for sure.
Smack said his idea was that most of this is just from lack of economic opportunity. What do you think about that?
That could be possible as well too, because I mean, the more opportunities people have, the better they'll do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of like, trying to seclude them or dissect them from a situation where they can't adapt to it. But their environment.
Hey, I appreciate talking to you. Thank you so much. If you were mayor, what would you do? If you wanted to move the city forward in the best direction possible, what would you do as mayor?
Give out a lot of jobs so they ain't got to be out here in the streets trying to sell dope and drugs.
What final thoughts do you have to the camera? Anything you want to plug, anything you want to say?
Go tune in to Back on Fig, man. You feel me? It's going viral right now. Just go tap in with the 50s. There's a lot of good people that come from here.
What advice do you have to the youth?
Don't gangbang. Go to school, go to college, find a sport, and go hard at it.
Have we been pressing our luck by hanging out here a long time?
Yes, we have.
Is it time to wrap it up?
Yeah.
All right, I'll see you guys next week. Love you guys. See you soon.
Doing some scams. I got the whole fucking city behind me. They say I'm the GOAT, now I need me a lamb. I got this shit popping out of the creek. Remember back then I ain't know where I be. Constantly thinking about death or prison, cause I did a whole lot of shit in these streets. I was the one robbing all of the plugs. Go ask them folks what they heard about me. I'm really living this shit that I...
Oh, that was dope. D play for keeps says the fame got to bro head after Diddy Osama takes him off O's. Let's